Hello everyone, welcome to the Belt and Road face-to-face.
In Pakistan, we have almost like 6,000 companies which are IT export companies. They are producing IT and IT-related products and services.
To the development of the special technology zones, we can have a stronger ability for export.
We need to synchronize the industry with our education system.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Belt and Road face-to-face. Our program is co-produced by China Economic Net and VSHnews Television. I'm Wang Xiaotong from China Economic Net. Today I'm pleased to be joined in our studio by Cheng Xizhong, who is visiting professor at Southwest University of Political Science and Law and former defense attaché in South Asia. And we also have Dr. Muhammad Farag Salim Ham, who is assistant professor at Yibin University, China. Welcome. Let's enter the first part, hotspot. Minister for IT and Telecom Syed Amin Haque has said that the government was focusing on the development of special economic zones and special technology zones in order to promote indigenization for reducing countries' dependence on imports and boost IT-based exports. For special technology zones, the Special Technology Zones Authority has been set up through Special Technology Zones Authority Ordinance 2020, dated December 2nd, 2020. The Ministry of IT has rolled out strong incentives, which include a 10-year exemption from income tax, property tax, other taxes, and custom duties. What tangible benefits will the special technology zones bring to Pakistan?
Special economic zone is very important, and as we know that the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor is the flagship project of Belt and Road of China, and under that we have 9 special economic zones. Now this is the first special technology zone. That is very important, and I think they have provided a lot of incentives to the business people to come and invest. They have like exemption from the tax for 10 years, and there is a duty-free imports for the IT and other things. In Pakistan, we have almost like 6,000 companies which are IT export companies. They are producing IT and IT-related products and services to all over the world. So I think we have, if we have this kind of opportunity, these technical zones, it will provide a lot of facilities to the businessman and to the investor to invest in the right place at the right time, and by providing these exemptions in tax and other things, so it will encourage the investor to come and invest in that. Especially, it will improve the foreign direct investment also. So I think it will affect in a positive way. Number one, there will be a lot of jobs through this economic zone, a lot of economic activity, a lot of financial services will be developed, and if the IT and IT extendable services established and they are more supported by the government, so we have a lot of potential in that sector also. So what they were providing in that technology zone is that it will be one window. It will be easy for the investor to come, and they don't need to go many places to get the certifications and to get the authority to start their business there. So it will be a one window operation, and then the land provision will be easy so they can easily acquire the land for their businesses. And uninterrupted electricity, that is very important. For any business, we have to give them uninterrupted electricity 24/7. So there was, previously it was not prioritized, but this government is prioritizing that, and I think this is a very positive thing. And high-speed internet, that is very important. For any business to establish and to improve, especially in this current era of the pandemic, we need a high-speed internet. So if the government is providing this, it will be very good. And a separate rules and regulations. So these are important factors. So these are the key indicators which will be set up in the special technology zones. So when these are setups, that one window operation, land provision is easy, uninterrupted electricity, and high-speed internet, and the separate rules and regulations, simply separate. So this will make a very good positive influence in the economy, and you will see that in the future, near future, we'll see the fruit of this policy. I think it's very good.
Pakistan's first special technology zone will be established in Islamabad, covering an area of about 150 acres. So are there any problems maybe encountered during the establishment, Mr. Chen, and how should we solve them?
I think problems, of course, there will be. I think the Pakistani people will overcome the problems and the difficulties. My point is that we should, because Pakistan has limited resources, especially financial resources, we should concentrate on one or two first. First, make a success of the first special economic zone, the first special technology zone. So quickly we can have economic benefits, social benefits. People can see the success of the development. As for the advantages of the special technology, I have at least have 3 points. One is that with the special technology zone, we can have introduction of advanced technology from outside world. Second is that this special technology zone is closely related to IT industry, and IT industry is labor-intensive industry, so it can create a lot of opportunities for the young people. The third is that with the development of the special technology zones, we can have a stronger ability for export, because they will have modern products. Now Pakistan mainly export agricultural products. For agricultural products, we can have very limited income. So if we export the modern industrial products, then we can make more money. So these 3 advantages, I think at least we have 3.
Minister of IT and Telecommunications said that Pakistan's IT industry is receiving high attention from the current government. So what are the advantages do you analyze that Pakistan's IT industry have?
In my opinion, that I think we need to synchronize the industry with our education system. So that is very important. There must be these IT industries. They should provide as much as if they can. They could synchronize their course, the education. Universities, they should design their courses with the collaboration with these industries, so that they know that how skilled people they need, and how universities can produce that kind of skilled people to them. So we have a lot of young potential people. They are very talented, but we need to give them right direction. So I think these high tech industries, they can contribute, and another way they can contribute by providing more and more internships to the students and to the job seekers. So when they provide internships, the students, they go and they learn, and when after graduation they will be ready. This is one thing. And the other thing is that we need to bring more and more people to this industry. I mean, we need a lot of investor to come to this industry. As far as right now, we have like over 6,000 companies, so we need more companies to come over and to take part in that. And of course, this will improve the export. So overall export is also like has been improved. Before it was like 23%, but now it is 44% has been jumped, and now the IT sector is one of the third largest in the world contribution. The Pakistan IT sector is the third largest. So they have more potential. They can go more and more.
My impression is that Pakistani IT industry is also very developed, and so far as the selection of the location for the first special technology zone, I think the government has made a good decision, because so far as let's see the Chinese experience. China would do not call a special technology zone. I think China would call high and new tech development zone. I think they are similar, and so far as for for new and high tech development zones in China, we mainly established in big cities, and also in coastal areas. Why we establish the zones in big cities and coastal areas? Because in big cities there are a lot of universities. It's I call it a knowledge intensive area, and for coastal area. The coastal area is, has easier access to the outside world, to the outside developed technology. That's why we select big cities and coastal areas. And for Pakistan, I think first in Islamabad, that is the capital. Then we can consider another special technology zone in Karachi. Karachi is the biggest city. And if we have a third one, then it should be in Lahore.
Textile industry is the backbone of Pakistan economy.
So far as textile industry is concerned, both China and Pakistan are big producers and exporters.
Because of the lockdown, the industries, they stopped, and most of the orders from the Europe and other countries, they come directly to Pakistan.
Then the Pakistan export increase will be not 7%, 8%. Every year there will be 30 to 50% increase.
You are watching the Belt and Road face-to-face. Let's enter the second part figure. As per the latest data shared by Advisor to Prime Minister on Trade and Investment, Abdul Razak Dawood, the figures for July to December 2020 show that the exports of home textiles increased by 16% to $2,017 million, ready-made garments by 25% to $1,181 million, and tents and canvas by 57% to $72 million. In addition, Pakistan plans to attract $7 billion in investment over the next 5 years to increase textile and apparel exports by 100% to $26 billion. What are the reasons behind the significant increase of Pakistan's textile products?
Well, if I say that there are maybe many reasons, but in my opinion, two are the main. Number one, when this government was trying to go for to become the government, and they were in election phase, I see that Prime Minister Imran Khan, he was having intentions to improve the textile industry, because textile industry is the backbone of Pakistan economy. And over the last maybe 1 decade, it has been there was a lot of problem in this industries, especially the textile industry. But this government, before they were coming to government, they had meetings with the Optima, which is the textile organization. So they did designed some sort of policies. When they come in the government, they start working on that. They already have some ideas about that, how to do that. So the policy was very straight. So when you design the policy and when you bring the stakeholders, the real stakeholders, into the discussion of the policy making, then you see the fruits and you see the results and the quick results. So this is when the government has bring the real stakeholders, the textile industry owners, the loom owners, they bring into the policy making. They discuss the policy with them, and then they implemented the policy. They gave them the electricity. Sort of like there was cheaper electricity, and they also provided some duty-free imports for raw material and some other things. So they contributed a lot. This is number one thing. The number two thing is that because of the COVID-19, as it bring a lot of bad news to the global economy, but in some cases it also brings some positive news also. So for Pakistan, it brings some positive news also, because in our neighboring countries, our competing countries are like India and Bangladesh, especially in textile. So they had a very big lockdown, and because of the lockdown, the industries, they stopped, and most of the orders from the Europe and other countries, they come directly to Pakistan. And now, after a long time, the Pakistan textile industry is at its its full capacity. Why? Because we have a lot of orders. And when I see that the orders are up until like 2021, but it is not going to be stopped here. It will be go further, because the textile products of Pakistan are of very good quality. They are producing not only like yarn, good quality yarn, but they are also producing a good quality of towels and other clothings, so denim. So this is a very good quality, and it's already very popular in Europe and America and other developed countries. So I think these were the two factors. Number one, the good policy of Pakistani government, and number two, the COVID factor. Yeah.
Ms. Chen, do you agree with Mr.
I
Haque's
fully
points?
agree with you, because textile industry in Pakistan is very important. That is the pillar of export-oriented industries. Mainly, I think there are three reasons. The first is that Imran administration has been doing very well in both the fields of epidemic prevention and control. Second is that because Pakistan has a big market in China, as I said, China has a big population. That's a number one market for Pakistan, and because of free trade zone, the second phase, and Pakistan is exporting more and more products to China. And in the past half a year, the rice export to China increases 24%. That's a big jump, so we can study more chances in Chinese market. The third point is that because it's also contributes to the development of the cpec economic zones. When experts predict if all the special economic zones, if all the projects of cpec, if the special technology zone, if all these are in operation, then the Pakistan export increase will be not 7%, 8%. Every year there will be 30 to 50% increase. That is what experts have predicted.
That's very right. Yeah, so textile is one of the major exports of Pakistan to China. So what are your suggestions on expanding the Pakistani textiles to China?
Yeah, in my opinion, while you are just exporting the yarn or the thread, the textile threads or yarn to the other countries. It's better to produce the high value products like clothing and other things from that, and then sent to China. So it will be a value added export, and it will bring more income to the local producer and to the labor.
So, Ms. Chen, the Chinese hand clothing is especially hot and fetish among the Chinese young people. Can Pakistan follow this model to create a hot silk garment to further promote the industrial upgrading?
I myself like the Pakistani traditional garment, and it's very pretty. So far as textile industry is concerned, both China and Pakistan are big producers and exporters. We have cooperation, and we have competition. But one specific advice for Pakistani friends is that China imports a large quantity of cotton yarn you have mentioned. So, and also Pakistani cotton yarn is of high quality. So in this field, we can have cooperation. We can import. Chinese market is no problem for Pakistan. It can export as much cotton yarn as possible. Because we import a lot. And so far as for Pakistani garment like Chinese hand clothes, as I mentioned, we have more than 2 crore Muslims. I think Chinese Muslims and the Pakistani people, they have similarity. And I think your clothes will be suitable for the Chinese Muslims. If they see, I think they will like it. Spring Festival is the most important festival in China.
And especially the culture of sending the hongbao to the youngest people. I mean, like it's a gift, sort of gift.
We Chinese people should also respect the local customs, the local habits.
I hope this new year will bring a lot of happiness to all of us together.
Sincerely wish Pakistan prosperity and all the Pakistani friends, Pakistani people, happiness and good health.
You're watching the Belt and Road Face-to-Face. Let's enter the third part, culture. Chinese New Year, also known as Special Festival or Lunar New Year, is the grandest festival in China with a 7-day-long holiday. At the most colorful annual event, the traditional Chinese New Year celebration lasts longer, up to 2 weeks, and the climax arrives around the Lunar New Year's Eve. China during this period is dominated by iconic red lanterns, loud fireworks, massive banquets, and the festival even triggers exuberant celebrations across the globe. In 2021, Chinese New Year Festival falls on February the 12th. Within China, regional customs and traditions concerning the celebration vary widely, and the evening preceding Lunar New Year's Day is frequently regarded as an occasion for Chinese families to gather for the annual reunion dinner. Ms. Chen, how do you usually celebrate Chinese New Year, and is there any special tradition in your hometown?
The Spring Festival is the most important festival in China. And especially we have stronger sense of Spring Festival in the countryside. And in the cities, officially we have 7 days for holidays for this Spring Festival. And in the countryside, actually people celebrate the Spring Festival for at least half a month, or some areas they celebrate the festival for 1 month. So starting from the first day of the Chinese New Year until January 15th. January 15th is a light festival. That is the end of the festival, so it lasts for about 15 days. And actually, the first month of the Chinese New Year, in some areas in the countryside, they all celebrate this Spring Festival. That is the most important festival in China. So people attach great importance to this festival. And when we say, about age, actually, we have a strong sense of the Chinese New Year. That is, when the Spring Festival comes, then we are 1 year older than the previous year. So we count the years this way. And I myself do not like Spring Festival because with the Spring Festival, I'm 1 year older. So if we don't have Spring Festivals, then I will keep the same age. I will keep young.
Okay, that's good.
Have you ever spent the Spring Festival in China, and how do you feel it?
Yeah, it's a very interesting experience, and this Spring Festival actually, I'm here in China for over 6 years, and I have spent all the Spring Festivals here in China and Beijing. Spring Festivals, the best thing is that it is a family reunion for all Chinese. And it's a very huge sort of reunion. It's not a small scale reunion. Like you sit together with family, your uncles, your family, like it's a big family reunion. And I see that people wait for this for all year like they work hard from morning 8 to 5, and they wait for this time to reunite with the family and stay together, cooking Chinese traditional food, Chinese traditional clothing. I see Mr. Chan has this red clothing, and you also. So this is something, I miss the chance to wear the red one. But I think this is something very important. This is a Chinese culture. We have learned a lot from this. And especially the culture of sending the honbao to the youngest people. I mean, like it's a gift, sort of gift, and sending gifts to each other. I myself received many times a lot of gifts from my Chinese friends, colleagues, and even from our community, people in our community. So this is a sort of a very good family reunion. It's a traditional culture, and I love that. And we have already enjoyed that. I used to make those dumpling and those things. So I think it's very good, and I love to participate in the activities of the New Year.
So in recent years, the Spring Festival is going outside, going globally. So what do you think is the advantage to go abroad?
Yes, of course. Because when you do the culture, when you do the trade with the world or with the other countries, it not only bring the economic activity, it's also have the cultural diffusion. So this is the cultural diffusion part, and this is very important because the Chinese, every country are using Chinese products, from maybe this pencil to the car. So from smallest thing to the largest thing. So why not the culture? So we need to learn the culture, and that's why the Chinese Spring Festival is getting very popular in the world.
So, Ms. Chang, what should we pay more attention to in the process of integrating Chinese Spring Festival as festival culture with other countries' cultures?
Now, all over the world, we have Chinese people. When I was in Congo, Kinshasa, I visited a remote village. Even in that village, there was a Chinese restaurant. It was a big surprise. That means the Chinese people are in every corner of the world.
Yes.
And there is strong integration of different cultures of various countries all over the world. But one important is that while the local people join the Chinese people to celebrate the Chinese Spring Festival, we Chinese people should also respect the local customs, the local habits. We respect everything in the localities.
Okay. So do you have any New Year wishes to our audience?
Now we are in 2021. This year will bring a lot of positivity. This will bring a lot of happiness to the global community, and I think we have to take it positively. We have to take care of ourselves and our friends and family and everyone. So from me, Happy New Year and Shinyan Kuala.
Thank you, Ms. Chen.
Okay, as the traditional Chinese Spring Festival is approaching, I sincerely wish Pakistan prosperity and all the Pakistani friends, Pakistani people, happiness and good health.
Thank you. Thank you for watching the Belt and Road Face to Face, and thank you too for coming to our show today. See you next time. Happy New Year.